Hi everyone. I'm just going to switch that. I'm hoping that sounds a bit better. I'm still getting used to doing some of these controls. At the moment, where did the comments come up? Oh, something not quite right. What have I not got up here? I think it might be the comments. Oh goodness. Here's me trying. I'm using Ecamm this morning and back to just doing it straight, direct into my Facebook there. And okay, not sure what I'm actually looking at. Hide showed camera effects. I'm trying to get the comments up because I haven't got my iPad open either to monitor comments. I'll just have a quick look. At some point I'll have this perfect. I've said that before, haven't I? Oopsie. No, I haven't got something doing it. Right. And the iPad. Done some weird things. I had changed the perspective. Now it's not going back to things that I wanted. And I need to do a test one day. Oh, yeah. I need to do that. Sort that. I want Facebook, don't I? Oh, goodness gracious. Now, hi, Kate. I'm just going to put that up. No, I think that's how I can actually do a monitoring. Hello, everyone. Okay. I know there's some comments there. I can't find where I've got it on my Ecamm. For some reason, I've dropped it down and now I can't see it there, so I can bring them on. I know it's there. I just can't remember where it is. Empty screen, lock current screen. Oh, there's so much there. Ah, dear. At some point, I'll have it all perfect. There's a countdown overlay. Yeah, don't want that one. I don't even know whether it's just the text overlays countdown. No. I don't know. Well, what's that one? Oh, that's a comment thing comes up from the other day, yesterday. Oh, blow up. I'll just go to the reading. It's a Daily Lenormand reading for the spread that I've got the photo for. Now, and because I've been fiddling around, guess what? The focus is out. I'm hoping the lighting's enough. I've tried my best with it, but it's still not coming up clearly, so I really need to spend a lot more time practicing with this. I'm aware of that. Hi, Tracy. So we'll go to here. I've got to swivel around and twist a bit with this one now. What I've got in the first position, as just a quick review, hi Sue, the 2 rows of 9 cards which we read through, read in the pairs like that. Okay, so the first pair, I wonder how much does that try to focus in when I do move my hand across. I don't know. Anyway, we'll go with the start, the flow of the reading. So what we've got there is the coffin and the birds. In the comment I made on the top of the photo, I thought, what an interesting combination. That's in the position for the first pair that's to do with someone I'll meet and what will come out of that meeting. Instantly at the time, I thought, well, there's something that's not quite well with the person or me, or whichever. Because it is my reading, so to speak. Well, it actually is, because I shuffled the cards and I've done it. I've put my energy into it. So something about my health that might be a little bit of a warning, or it's just something that's actually completed as far as a cycle goes. I did feel it was a bit to do with just a bit of a warning around, keep it in my mind, look after self. So that's how I'm taking that one. this next pair here, with the child and 11 being the whip, that's to do with someone I care about and what they'll do. So I think there's a bit of cleaning and getting stuff cracking, and it's a bit to do with going back to presenting things in a more childlike way, not childish, but a more childlike way. I'm just feeling that there's a new, it's almost like a new start happening there. So, and it's cleaning things out to be that new broom, that new, sweep with the new broom, because there is that little birch broom in the background of that whip one. So it's getting things moving, talking about it, putting it into action as well. So with the third one, that's the someone that annoys. It's that decision making. I know we had that in one of the other readings. Was this pairing of a decision? I think. Well, I'd have to go back and look it up, but there will always be certain repeating of cards, of course, but they're in different positions. There is 47 or something in this expanded deck, so of course there's going to be a few things repeat because we're using 18 cards. But that's the beauty of this. It does bring the literalness of it out because of how specific these cards can be. It's definitely a decision, the choices, the two paths, decisions being made. And with the moon, it's bringing something out into the light. So it could be to do with what direction's going to be chosen to speak up with some news, bring it out into the public arena, or actually, something like that. Um, it's a decision being made by that person. The thing to console me around that is it's actually going to, it's a nice thing because receiving flowers is always nice. And it's going to reflect that it's going to be something that will allow me to have the key to either lock or unlock something and set it free. I just like the pairing of the flowers. So for me, that's got a really nice feeling as far as that consoling goes. So looking forward to what that presents when it works out by the end of the day and that time of reflection. Remember, we do reflect on these at the end of the day. I'm just going to flick that back to me as I'm moving this because I know it's going to have a bit of tweaking in how that's going to look, purely because, and now I've got to go back to there. I'm hoping that that is far enough. It's not quite. I'll just move it a little bit further so that I get those last cards because we're actually at that fourth. Now we're on to the fifth pair, which is the tree and the fox. The tree's about something that, this is the pair that actually is about something that awaits me. So it's the deep rootedness and the network of what the trees represent. I love seeing the rainbows. And the fox is, something that's not quite right there, just being aware of it. I think that's why we get these types of cards that are a bit cautionary. So that, oh, excuse me, I know I'm going to sneeze in a minute. Excuse me. Hopefully not. Anyway, the tree can be to do with some ancestry things, looking back as the fox is doing, looking back at some of what is our history and where we've come from to be where we are now. And that's also that genetic material as well. So it could be, a bit more again of that looking at what my health is. For some reason, the health is coming up. I just hope I'm not getting a cold or anything again. I don't need it. Don't want it. So, and now I'll just move that down a little bit. That's better. We've got the dice and the mountain. So the dice is about like the potluck, the roll of the dice. It's a pretty obvious one. And mountains being that challenge to actually get past any blocks, being aware of, as well as the grand vistas, as there are the deep valleys too. So I'm actually sensing with that one in that sixth position, that's something that'll help me. That I just need to, it is looking at it at whatever occurs through the day with a different perspective, with giving that option, as well as the decision being made at the start. It's the two paths there's the roll of 2 dice and the things that are going to result from that. I'm just smiling to myself too, because on a Friday fortnight, I play games. We have a games afternoon, evening, and early morning time. It's gone into the 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Um, Playing Yahtzee. Yahtzee specifically to do with dice. And, the blocks, oh, well, it's not that we're competitive, but we like winning. No, that's just something that, the challenges of playing games. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But heck, it's fun in that path, that doing. Love it. So that's at 6, the pair of 6, which is something that'll help me. It's all to do with attitude too. At 7, we've got something that'll happen that will surprise me, and that's the ring and a compass. I know that I've had that for. I like how that flips in that focus, but the camera's not quick enough to stay there, which is a bit of a pain. Anyway, commitment and compass. So that's what I'm seeing there in 25. So it's something that's going to tie me to a task, to an action, to getting something done as well, which is back to the whip relevant. In that 7th one, 8th, sorry, that was 7th. In the 8th one, we've got something that I desire, whether it'll happen or not. It is talking about me as being the older lady, and I think this one, oh, that focused again too. Refocused. 19 is Tower, and that is a bit more to do with business, authoritarian, the government type stuff, and that sort of thing. It can be. It's I don't know what I'm sensing with that one, because it's also to do with loneliness and separation too. You're building a tower, you're putting yourself away in it. That's not what I'm feeling. I'm thinking it's actually building up and building more. Well, I'm currently doing the website, so I'm my new one for Ros Boundy. That's rosboundy.com.au. I'm only just started on it, so keep an eye on it. That's what I'm sensing with that one. So it's something I desire. I desire it to be finished. So it could purely and simply be just that. 15 is the bear, which is strength, and 30 is lilies, which is peace. So I'm feeling that is a bit more around family, and a bit too around the ancestry and bringing those peaceful memories of what was past, past life, past lives, past experiences with family, and remembering, the strength that we have. The bear is more around mothering, I think, too, because we know that the polar bear, the mother, is a very strong mammal creature, as far as all that she encompasses too. Um, you like the Yahtzee too, Tracy? Oh, look, we just love the games. It's Sandy and I, and every fortnight we've been doing it for well, actually probably a couple of years now. It's just so much fun, and it's one of those times where we just indulge. We don't worry about what we're eating. We just have fun, enjoyment, and it's really good to do that with friends every now and again. We just happen to book it in every fortnight now. There are times where if you don't actually plan it, you don't do it. And I found that out over time. That's what was happening. And even with some other friends, there's more things I'd love to do. And it does get to the family as well. So, as through all of this, we're all building a story of what our lives are. And we need to be more mindful of actually following, just not the thoughts, because we all think things. It's not just thinking it, it's also really nutting out and planning what we actually feel that is important to us, and following that, following our heart, and being true to ourselves. And with that too, not hurting others, because I think of all things, love and kindness is the biggest. And only chatting yesterday with someone who visited here too was how important love is for everything. It's the base of everything, and it's not that gooey love that is put on video films and all that sort of stuff and in songs. It's what you feel from the heart, what is our essential being. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I'm going to go and have my breakfast. So thanks for those of you who've been watching live. Thanks for the comments. Share it round if you feel that others might like to watch it. It will eventually go into my card reading group. It's a closed group that I've set up so that we can do more exploration, really, of the cards. So, hi Jenny, coming in as I'm going out. But anyway, that's what life can be sometimes. Thanks for being here. Namaste until tomorrow.